Hey guys, this is Chloe at Happy, Healthy, and Homegrown, and today I'm excited to bring you a brand new video about strengthening your teeth. So this is something that's been really important to me because I have had problems with my teeth ever since I was little. Even when I was small, my baby teeth, I had at least 6 fillings in them and some caps and crowns. So my teeth have had a rough time, and now that I'm getting a little older, I'm starting to learn that there are actually ways to strengthen your teeth and not just be subject to whatever they say nature has thrown at you. So every time I would go to the dentist over the years and get more and more teeth drilled, I always said, why are my teeth so weak? Why are my teeth breaking down like this? How can I change this? And they would always just say, oh, it's just genetic. It's just some people are more prone to tooth decay than others. And so there was never any true understanding of how to prevent tooth decay, how to strengthen teeth, and how to reverse tooth decay, or even stall it without continuing the breakdown. So I have experimented on my own teeth. I have not been to a dentist in quite a few years, at least 6 or 7 years to get them drilled on. But my teeth have not been in the best place. I've, over the course of 3 children, spent 6 years breastfeeding and 3 years being pregnant. So that altogether is about 9 years of intense nutritional demand that my body has endured. So my teeth have at times been excruciatingly painful. My teeth have gotten very sensitive and had a fair amount of decay due to the intense nutritional demand on them. All that to say that about 3 years ago, my teeth were in one of those places where I couldn't even eat a piece of dried fruit or a chocolate chip without horrible pain, like being in labor. So I would eat a bite of something with a chocolate chip in it or a dried piece of fruit, and it would be like, oh, I regretted that. Rip it out of my mouth as quick as possible, scratch it off my teeth. My teeth were so demineralized, and I was in the middle of nursing my 3rd child. So my teeth were not too happy, and I was living in a place where raw milk was illegal, and I didn't really know any other ways to strengthen my teeth. So I'm happy to tell you today that my teeth are not sensitive to fruit. My teeth are not sensitive to chocolate chips, dried fruit, or even hot or cold, and that is kind of the last thing that has gone bye-bye. I drank something cold the other day and I was like, wow, I have no sensitivity left in my teeth. I'm excited to share with you. There's 5 different things I want to share with you. So there's not just one approach to strengthening your teeth, because there's many different ways and angles to approach this. There are certain ones that I think will work for certain people better, but I want to share with you all the things I've done and which ones have worked the best. So first we're going to talk about what you brush your teeth with. Second, we're going to talk about what you rinse your teeth with. Third, we're going to talk about supplements. Fourth, we're going to talk about food. And fifth, we're going to talk about your mindset and expectations. So bear with me. I'm going to try to make this really fast though. So first, let's talk about what you brush your teeth with. The traditional toothpaste is full of fluoride and lots of artificial flavors and colors and sweeteners and all kinds of nasty chemicals that you probably don't want to think about. So I had been brushing with natural toothpaste for many, many years, but they had never actually helped my teeth become stronger until I came across a tooth powder. Some testimonials, I was like, oh, cool. I need stronger teeth. I'm gonna try this. So it was kind of expensive, and I started using it, and I noticed within a week definite improvement in the sensitivity of my teeth. I was pretty excited because I'd already changed my diet and my teeth had improved quite a bit from that. But when I added this extra benefit of using a tooth powder, my teeth made a huge leap in their strengthening. So what I discovered after reading the tooth powder I was using and starting to do lots of research on tooth powders and toothpaste was that it's the clay in the tooth powder that was strengthening my teeth. And I researched all kinds of different tooth powders and toothpaste, and the one thing I found was there's lots of different clays, and all those clays have minerals that give to your teeth. So the more you brush with them, the better it gets. So you don't have to brush really hard, you just have to brush as often as you can. So when I was brushing at first 3 times a day and taking my time, just really coating and bathing my teeth in that nice tooth powder full of mineral rich clay, my teeth were getting less sensitive very rapidly. And it was amazing. And then I would go away and I would be gone for a week, and I would use my other toothpaste and my teeth sensitivity would come back a little bit, but not all the way. So I did notice that using the tooth powder, bathing my teeth in it, was strengthening my teeth very quickly. So what I noticed between tooth powders and toothpaste, because I'm like, my husband did not like a tooth powder, he was not into that, so I found him a toothpaste that also had clay in it. So some of the clays out there are bentonite clay, kaolin clay. There's lots of different clays out there, so look for a toothpaste or a tooth powder that has clay in it. If it has more than one clay, that's even better, because you'll get different minerals slightly from each different clay. So after a while, this was helping me a lot, but after a while I was going to buy some more tooth powder, and it was kind of expensive, and I thought, like, what if I just try to make this myself? And my sister actually had been making tooth powders herself, and she gave me some bentonite clay. She got a huge bag of it accidentally because she sent her husband grocery shopping for her, and he came back with a huge bag of bentonite clay, much more than she needed. So she's got this crazy stash. So she gave me a big jar of bentonite clay for free. It's extremely cheap to buy compared to the tooth powder. So I spent 25 bucks on a little small jar of tooth powder, and you probably spend 25 bucks on a huge thing of bentonite clay. So, you know, there's lots of recipes out there for tooth powders. I can post one in the comments, but basically it's going to be a really good clay plus some kind of like baking soda and cinnamon. You can put some essential oils in it. Mostly though, you want it to be like 80-90% clay. And if you like things a little sweeter, you can add like stevia powder, different things like that to it. I actually got really used to the taste of unsweetened tooth powder. But if you like to shop for toothpaste at Sprouts and somewhere where you don't have to go online to shop for it, this one's really nice. It has some clay in it. This one has bentonite clay. There's also a couple other brands that I really liked. The one has activated charcoal in it, the Magic Mud, and that activated charcoal is also remineralizing. Dr. Bright has a really great toothpaste that has clays in it as well. I buy the kids version on Amazon. So here is my kids toothpaste. It's almost done. Dr. Bright, and as you can see, this one has kaolin. It has kaolin clay in it, coconut oil, activated white charcoal, and arrowroot powder. So the activated white charcoal and the coconut oil are all things that strengthen the teeth. So find something with coconut oil in it. I was really excited though to find this strawberry paste for my kids because they were not excited about any of the previous clay-based toothpaste I bought for them, and I wanted their teeth to get stronger too, like mine, because they have a long life ahead of them, and if they can start out young with good toothpaste that has minerals in it and clays, then they won't have to go through all of the tooth drillings that I've been through. So making your own powder is definitely the cheapest way to go. If you're just getting started with this and you want to just try some out and find one that you love the taste of first, I would highly recommend just, I like Dirty Mouth by Primal Life for a tooth powder, really good. And I liked Magic Mud, and I liked earth paste, and I can post in the comments some of the other ones that have clays in them, but just look for one with a clay in it. The next step is rinsing. What do you rinse your mouth with? So I bought a Dr. Bright mouth rinse that had a activated white charcoal in it, and I rinsed my teeth with it, had some essential oils. It was also amazing. I felt a huge improvement in my gums, decreasing of inflammation, irritation, and I was super happy with that. But also, again, this one was a little pricey, and when I went to buy a new bottle of it, I just wasn't sure if I wanted to pay the money, so I looked online and found a DIY tooth rinse, and this is what I make in this little jar. This is a little 4-ounce jar from a hot sauce company, and I just fill it like 3/4 of the way with water. I added like 5 or 10 drops of peppermint oil, a little baking soda, and a little bit of coconut oil, and then I just give it a little shake and take a rinse of that after I brush my teeth to strengthen them and to help with the gums. So rinsing with something good. I have the Dr. Bright for my kids, this one, because of course they're not going to want to rinse with baking soda and peppermint, but they have a strawberry one for kids that's remineralizing. So my kids do that. It's just a spray, so they do 1 spray on each set of teeth, and they swish it around and spit it out. So I've been really stoked to find kid-friendly products for my children. Also, quickly, a bamboo toothbrush by Wowie, also really cool to have something compostable and natural made. And I really liked this gum boost serum by Primal Life. Again, kind of expensive, but it's got all kinds of really nice essential oils in it that felt really good on my teeth and gums when I used it. I tried to create also my own version of that as well, but I really didn't have all the oils to make it nearly as tasty as theirs. The next thing I want to talk about is supplements. So what are you nourishing your body with? One thing I found that had an incredible effect for me was grass-fed beef bone marrow supplement by Ancestral Supplements. So I followed the Weston A. Price Foundation for a while and have a value for all the different benefits and vitamins and essential nutrition that comes from the different organ parts of a clean, grass-fed, nature-made animal. I don't eat tons of meat, but I do value every part of the animal as containing nutrition. So for me, I knew I wanted stronger teeth, so I started taking their bone marrow supplements, and it has bone cartilage and marrow, which is one very healing thing, and immediately I noticed my fingernails just growing like crazy, and they were so strong. These as well, I just clipped them yesterday, but they were getting so long and so strong and not chipping at all from the bone marrow. So I was taking 3 to 5 of them a day, and then 3 weeks ago I stopped taking them to see if they got any weaker or how they would do with that, and they did. I did get a little bit of chipping on them. They didn't grow quite as fast when I stopped taking it. So again, today I started taking it again because I really love how strong it's making my teeth and my nails and my bones. And so that one I highly recommend. A couple other supplements that are excellent for remineralizing the body in general and the teeth and the bones and the nails are liver, grass-fed beef liver and grass-fed beef organ complex. So I love Ancestral Supplements. You can get the combination on Amazon of all 3 of those. Highly recommend that combination. I just take like 2 each of the other ones and like 4 or 5 of the bone marrow. That's the one that I need the most of. So on to the topic of nutrition. There's some great ways you can get remineralizing foods in your diet as well. And some of those from the traditional nutrition that I've studied are bone broth. So you can take your leftover chicken bones from your rotisserie chicken, or buy some beef marrow bones from grass-fed beef from a local farmer, and you can stew those for 24 to 48 hours and take the broth from that after you strain the bones out, and you can sip it. You can add it into everything you cook, and it actually has an amazing taste. Add a little Celtic sea salt in there, and that will give you even more mineral boost. And just put it in everything, or drink it just plain like tea. It's so good. And bone marrow is really good for not only the gut lining of your body, but also for strengthening your teeth and your bones. The gelatin in it is amazing. It has exact nutrition profile that your gut needs to heal and repair, and it has exactly the nutrition that your bones and teeth need as well. So bone broth, you can buy it powdered as well. You can also buy hydrolyzed gelatin, which is kind of like a powdered version that won't gel up in your cold drinks. You can put it in your coffee, you can put it in your tea, you can put it in your smoothies, you could put it in about anything, as well as the bone broth powder. I put that in like pancakes and anything you're baking. You can put the bone broth powder or the hydrolyzed beef gelatin powder into that, anything you bake as well. So those are some great ways to get some extra nutrition in. Another thing that I really love is raw milk, and a lot of people don't understand that there's a huge difference between the way your body absorbs calcium from raw milk compared to pasteurized milk. If you don't know anything about raw milk, please watch my video explaining it in thorough detail why raw milk is so much safer than pasteurized milk. Pasteurized milk is like pure sugar waiting for a pathogen to plant on it and go crazy proliferating on it. Whereas raw milk has a built-in immune system. It's far, far safer than pasteurized milk, and all of its nutrition is still intact. It's a whole food. It's unprocessed, and if it's from a grass-fed, holistic, local source, you'll have incredible amounts of vitamins. If a cow's out in the sunshine, it's getting lots of vitamin D into its milk from the sunshine. If it's eating grass and alfalfa, cows are meant to eat grass and alfalfa and hay, not corn and soy and all the other stuff they feed them at the commercial operations. So if you're eating local grass-fed milk that's raw, you're getting a ton of nutrient density that you would not get from pasteurized milk, not even organic pasteurized milk. But the calcium absorbability in raw milk is incredible. The way it absorbs into your body and is used and utilized by your body far exceeds anything drinking pasteurized milk, other than some good fats. Fermented cod liver oil is another great way to get minerals in your teeth. Fermented raw cod liver oil has a lot of vitamin D, vitamin A, and other vitamins that strengthen the teeth. And finally, we come to the mind and thought expectations. So if you're in a stressful situation and a lot of stuff going on that's just very negative, you're breaking down your body, and that's not what you really want to hear. But the thing is, you have to not be a victim of your life. You have to take responsibility for your thoughts, and you have to intentionally be aware of the negative thoughts that are in your mind. And if you have a hard time shifting gears, you need to find out how to plug in to the higher source and how to access the truth and the peace from heaven. So for me, I just access the Spirit of God, and I hear things that help me shift into positive thinking. So negative thinking is really strenuous on your body. It robs your body in many ways of health and minerals and depletes it. However, your body actually is made to give you everything you need and even make it on its own to strengthen itself. So the more you can believe and expect good for your life, the healthier you get, and the healthier your teeth get, the healthier your mind gets, and the more your relationships and business and everything around you prospers. And you have to learn how to reconcile those fears and find that peace. So if you need more insight on that, I'll probably make a more in-depth video about that. But expect your teeth to change, expect them to get stronger. Don't expect things to break down and fade and deteriorate in your life. Expect them to become stronger and healthier, and set your expectations. Set your expectations. Don't let your mind and your body be led by everything you see around you, but set your expectations on improvement and visualize what that looks like. See it in your mind and look for testimonies of people that have also seen that kind of results. So don't fill your mind up with fear. Let your mind be filled up with faith and hope and peace. So that's my thoughts on strengthening your teeth, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please share it with somebody else who needs stronger teeth. I know I am very happy to have stronger teeth, and I'm thankful for you watching this video. Thanks for being a part of this, and you can subscribe if you want to get my next updates on all my coolest tips for living a thriving, healthy, nourished, and happy life. Thanks for watching. This is Chloe at Happy, Healthy, and Homegrown. Take care.